Oh, hey, it's me, Jenny. I wanted to let you know that I'm playing some shows this December. Concerts, if you will. Me in a room with a guitar singing my little songs. On December 5th, I'm going to be in Elkton, Maryland. December 6th, Freehold, New Jersey. December 7th, New Hope, Pennsylvania. December 10th, Providence, Rhode Island. December 11th, Woodstock, New York. These shows are going to be super fun. I'm co-headlining with the great Lily Hyatt. If you live in one of these places, please come out to a show. Come say hey. You can find all the pertinent details and also tickets at jennyowenyoungs.com/tour. Hope to see you out there.
We find Vecna, we end this once and for all, together.
On December 25th.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane. Everyone in?
He knows where we are.
Watch out!
Get ready for one last adventure.
We stay true to ourselves. Stay true to our friends, no matter the cost.
Found you. Stranger Things, Season 5, Volume 2, begins December 25th, only on Netflix.
Did you know that parents rank teaching financial literacy as the toughest life skill? That's where Greenlight comes in, the debit card and money app made for families. With Greenlight, you can send money quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and track spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn how to earn, save, and spend responsibly, while parents have peace of mind knowing smart money habits are being built. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/Spotify.
What? Hello, and welcome back to Buffering the Vampire Slayer, once more with feelings. Nope. Once more with spoilers.
Yep.
Lightning bolt across the sky. Freeze frame as we high-five each other.
Are we in the sky?
Watcher's diary. I don't know.
Is it like the lightning bolt goes through the sky, freeze frame, and then we're suddenly like overlaid on the sky? Or
I just feel like you're asking questions that no one could possibly know the answer to.
Okay, fair. We're here at our desks doing work, allegedly. But I told Jenny today, hey, guess what? I'm just going to talk about my feelings today. And that's going to be our Watcher's Diary.
Wow.
That's a bit of an
No room for Jenny's feelings. Jenny's feelings not invited to the party.
No, I mean, you can talk about your feelings about my feelings.
What?
But your own feelings, actually, you know, when I've done some research, it says that if you and your ex-wife are less than 1 month apart with birthdays in the 20 some odd days where you are the same age, it is the person who will turn older next that gets to have the corner on feelings. You hate me?
You just
doesn't
sound
matter
like an oracle at this time.
We have actually 2 installments of What Was Dawn Doing in this Watcher's Diary because we need to catch up. God damn it.
We are a bit behind.
We're a bit behind on many things. It is December 1st when we're recording this. And you know what, Jenny? December, a new month, a new leaf. We're going to catch up. New opportunity because we just put up Ted in our feeds and we still owe you What Dawn Was Doing and What's My Line Part 2. So we're going to start here with the to be continued from What's My Line. And then at the end of the app, we'll tell you what Dawn was doing in Ted, if that seems agreeable to the masses.
I love it. Let's do it.
The masses. Great.
Was she at the mall? Was she at ballet? Was she drawn on a trapper keeper all day? Was she nursing a crush on a boy from PE? Was she writing it all down in her diary? What was Dawn doing? What was Dawn doing? What was Dawn doing? What was Dawn doing?
I'd like to give a shout out to Kristin with an I, who has created threads for nearly every episode to come. Yeah, all the way through. I can see through Go Fish, and there might be more that I just can't see. For organization, for
some
easy.
people are organized.
So, some people used to be organized, so there's that. Okay, so let's start here. What was Dawn doing, and what's my line? Part 2. Kristin with an I says, Dawn wakes in Giles's office with stiff limbs and a tweed print on her cheek. If you don't remember, Giles laid his jacket over Dawn at the end of the last. What was Dawn doing? Voices carry through the door, hurried and tense, and one she recognizes instantly, Buffy. She's halfway to the doorknob when a single sentence stops her. The new Slayer is only called after the previous Slayer has died. A knot tightens her stomach. The rest of the conversation becomes static. Buffy can't have died. If she died, she'd be dead. When Buffy finally slips inside, she's rushed and focused on saving Angel at Willie's. She asks if Dawn's okay. Dawn nods, managing only, be careful. Giles brings a cafeteria breakfast tray, and Willow attempts distraction with a beginner chess lesson. Dawn pretends to listen, but that sentence loops in her mind. The previous Slayer has died. At Buffy and Kendra's return, Dawn is whisked to school. Learning Norman Pfister got into their house, Buffy insists Dawn stay at school. And are you so excited that I got to say Norman Pfister again?
Always.
Buffy insists Dawn stay at school and wait for her at the end of the day. Dawn recognizes Buffy's something serious is happening tone. School's a relief of normalcy until she opens her locker and nearly screams. Her missing journal. The Dawnmeister Chronicles sits on the top shelf perfectly intact. Her hands shake as she flips through the pages. No missing sections. She even shakes it upside down, half expecting another note. Nothing. After weeks of dread, the relief is overwhelming. After the Scoobies stop Spike and Drusilla, Buffy meets Dawn outside school. As they walk home, Dawn can't hold it in anymore. She quietly asks about what she overheard, the part about dying, forcing Buffy to freeze mid-step. Gently, Buffy confirms it, and Dawn goes silent. They reach their house and freeze again, greeted by a long trail of dead mealworms from the porch to the basement. Slaying is so gross. After disgusting worm cleanup, Buffy comes to Dawn's room. She tries to play off her death casually, promising she isn't going anywhere. Dawn nods, accepting the words, but the knot in her stomach doesn't ease. Dawn is stressed out. So am I, Dawn. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It is stressful to have a Slayer as a big sister, and it is stressful to be a person on the earth. That's how I feel. How do you feel,
know what's
Jen?
not stressful at all? To receive episodic installments of what was Dawn doing.
That's true.
That is a sweet relief, actually.
This is true. Thank you, Kristin with an I, for that sweet relief. Jenny, since we're freeforming it, this Watcher's Diary, do you have any updates? Anything about the trees in your yard? Anything about your child? Anything about reality television? Anything at all that you want to share with me,
Let's see.
Your good friend?
Yeah, okay. What have I not gotten to tell you? Yesterday we went to see Zootopia 2 in the theater.
How many times has Alderic been to the movie theater?
This is the second time. His first time was for the 30th anniversary release of Toy Story.
I thought you were going to say of Jaws, and I was like, I don't know if that was a good choice, Jenny.
No.
Don't mean to judge your parenting. But
He does like sharks a lot, though, which is that's very satisfying to me personally.
there are a few things that I can think of that are cuter than your child sitting with, I hope, like a little snack of some kind, maybe a water, like a water cup, and watching a movie.
Yeah. What's best is that the movie theater is, I guess, what's becoming sort of standard. Is this accurate? I'm not sure, but I feel like every time I go to the movies now, it's always a movie with a theater with assigned seating and like an armchair that reclines and everything. So like seeing him and his little buddy who also went with us sitting in these gigantic armchairs, and they're just like chilling, transfixed. They're like Nick and Judy.
Oh my God.
Those are the two lead characters, by the way, of the Zootopia franchise. Okay, so yes, Alderic went to the movie theater and saw Zootopia 2.
Wait, I just want to say that we here in our household are constantly saying, I can't wait until she can just hang out with us. Like, we can't wait until we can all just get cozy and watch a movie.
Well, yes. But as grows her capacity for hanging out, so shall too grow her ability to come up with her own ideas
about what that might look like.
And it's getting scary over here.
I don't think
to be
any
frank.
child of mine will have any kind of opinions, Jenny. Okay, sorry. What else is on your list?
No. I mean, it's very much on our minds right now because we've entered what's referred to colloquially as the three-nager zone. There's a lot of defiance. Defiance has entered the chat.
Yeah, my experience with other children over my life has been like a lot of parents who are like, the terrible twos? Bullshit. Let's talk about three. Like three is way worse than two.
It's pretty wild. But what else? Today I picked up a Christmas tree from the hunky
good.
Christmas tree guy who sets up in the Dairy Queen parking lot every year.
Will you describe him to us?
Broad of shoulder, full but not like bushy of beard. He's got like a complete face covering, but it's not exactly three-dimensional. You know what I mean? But it's not so it's not so short
you can't
that I'd call it
see
a 5 o'clock
skin.
shadow.
Like you can't see skin through it, but it's not
close crop full beard. I noticed this year that he actually has a fair number of ear piercings. He has like a bar through the top of his cartilage on one ear. And he has
seasoned past.
Yeah. And he lives in like a little camper while he's set up in the DQ lot for the month of December.
Wow.
And this morning, like the window, like the curtain on the camper was up and his nieces were like at like little table inside. He was like, my nieces are here having breakfast. We were definitely the first customers of the day.
Stop. Oh my God.
We did drop off and then got a tree immediately because it's going to snow.
Yes.
Bucket loads tomorrow. So we thought, get the tree in the stand and then tomorrow we can decorate when school is inevitably canceled.
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, what a dreamboat.
His flannel collection is just not to be
you don't even
trifled
have
with.
to say it. I already put him in flannel.
And he's like very nice about tying the tree on top of the car and stuff. And he's also been very friendly to Alderic and Frank in past years when we've gone. Okay.
I love him.
I'm done.
How much snow are you supposed to? We're supposed to get 7 inches here. How much are you supposed to get up there?
Depending which weather source you ask, somewhere between 3 and 13 inches.
Okay. Well, next Watcher's Diary, if we remember, we'll check in about how much snow actually fell in our respective backyards.
Yes. I will report back. I feel like it's going to end up being somewhere in the 6 to 8 range. That's my guess.
Yeah. They've been pretty consistent here with 7. 7. Just quoting
when they're sure,
Monica,
that's when you have to like really keep an eye out.
Raise your eyebrow. You might get none. You might get 4 feet. Jenny, this is really taking a turn. First of all, I don't have my Christmas tree yet, and a very good friend of mine. I always wait too long, and I'm hoping that now that I have a child, I won't do that, and I will get my Christmas tree in a more timely fashion. But a good friend of mine always gifts me a gnome candle, and he has a big gnome hat, and it's the numbers 1 through 24, and you burn a little bit of his little hat every day through the month of December. And it's been I think 4 years of having a new gnome candle. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And this year, for the first time, when I saw her in October, which is usually when she's like, here are all of your Christmas gifts because I have to be prepared and you must have Christmas gifts, she forgot to bring the stuff in October when I saw her. And I haven't seen her since. And so I had no gnome. And I was like, I don't know if I'm more upset about not seeing you or not having my fucking gnome. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. And
you establish a Christmas tradition. You have to uphold it.
Yeah. And on the 29th of November, a package arrived at my door. And so the gnomes are like from some other country. And she purchased like 20,000 of them when she was there because she needed to make sure that like she and I don't know who else all had gnomes for years to come.
Okay.
Hard to get here. But at my doorstep was a Christmas tree candle that has the numbers 1 through 24. It's beautiful. And I burned the number 1 already today, December 1st. So all is right and okay. Okay. Nobody
I feel better for you. Crisis averted.
Jenny, I finally finished a television show. It's the first television series I think I've finished, apart from like the ones that we watch to podcast on, since Sal was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge.
I finished Ozark, and I had already seen the first, what are there, 4 seasons? I had seen the first 3 seasons, or if there's 5, I'd seen the first 4. I hadn't seen the last season, but I rewatched it all with Avanti, and I finished the series. Have you seen this series?
Not a lick. Not
All right.
one
So I
minute of
probably
Ozark.
shouldn't spoil it for you.
Please don't.
But I have very little to say, except for I have so many thoughts about the ending of the series. And if anybody wants to talk to me about the ending, you can find me on Discord, because it's just like, I guess my question, without spoiling anything, is when you make a television show, is it better when you aim for the truth of like what would happen in the world, or when you aim for like, you know, the hopeful ending? Like, which are we after as viewers? And I think as viewers, we're after different things. But I think like that is the question that sits in my mind after watching the series. And that does not spoil anything. You're welcome that I'm not my mother, who spoils things all the time.
I think that some shows give you one and some shows give you the other. And then that's, you know.
Yeah.
Variety.
I think I can't figure out what I want more, you know, because I love a gritty, like, not even gritty, but just like, I love to have something be like, yeah, and that's fucking what happens in life. But also then I, you know, like, I also want something that's like, but what if this happened, you know, like, what if this other thing happened?
Yeah.
So I'm torn. That's how I feel. And I'm sorry that I can't say more, but Jenny is.
Maybe you need a show that has 2 finales.
Yeah. Choose your own adventure. Does that exist? Have they ever ended a show 2 different ways?
Oh, well, the ending of How I Met Your Mother was met with such vitriol that they retconned it.
Wow.
And created like a new, different edit.
Wow.
For like the DVD box sets, I think.
Oh my God. And so a different edit, like that changed the shape of the thing, but they didn't like film again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dare I spoil for you what happens at the end of How I Met Your Mother?
You know what's amazing, Jenny, is I think you may have already told me and I forgot. So yeah, spoil it again.
That's not amazing so much as it's just like, yep.
Spoilers for How I Met Your Mother. Happy to timestamp this in the show notes so that you can skip it and jump ahead.
The whole, there's just like this very weird thing that like is threaded throughout the series where like Ted is telling his kids the story of how he met their mother, who you don't see until, I think she doesn't show up until the very last season, right? Okay. No offense, played by Kristin Milioti, my number one TV girlfriend. And it's ultimately like they meet, fall in love, and then she has a terrible fatal illness and she dies, and everyone hated it so much. And then the kids are like, Ted, Dad, go get with Robin, the girl you sort of like dated or pined after like throughout the series.
Right.
Robin, who ultimately ended up marrying Barney, Neil Patrick Harris's sort of like a hound dog character.
Okay.
They have this like wonderful, like the build to their romance is like really great and satisfying and sweet. And then the show just crumples it up and throws it in a trash can.
Well, I mean,
and
also
kills off Kristin Milioti and is like, Ted should be with Robin after all, just like in the pilot.
So it's like How I Met Your Mother is this guy who's telling the story for almost every season until the last season, when then they learn how he met their mother, but then it moves forward and he gets together with Kristin Milioti.
Kristin Milioti is their mother.
Oh, no, is their mother. Right. Sorry.
Yeah,
he gets together with the other one, Robin.
We don't see him get together really with Robin. They're just like, he finishes the story and they're like, Dad, it sounds like you're in love with Robin. Aunt Robin actually is what they call her, I think. And they're like, go to her. And he's like, I'm going.
Wow. Yeah, that's weird. Well, I will say that if you are creating a television show, I would love for you to consider giving us 2 options for an ending, you know? That's
also
fun.
Sorry if you did not tune into this podcast to hear about...
You know what, Jenny? I don't care.
How I Met Your Mother.
I'm not sorry. I'm not. Do you want to hear a couple of emails?
I really do.
All right. I just have a few because, like I said, this is about my feelings today. So Elizabeth wrote in and said, I'm currently unpacking after a move, and my mother was helping me today. She is a conservative Christian and very old-fashioned. She found my Smash the Demon Lizard patriarchy ornament that a friend gave to me and was horrified. Smash the Demon Lizard? That's terrible for Christmas. So I just want to put that, 'tis the season, for our ornament stories. And I just I love that, like, your mom, Elizabeth, didn't even get to the patriarchy part. Like, it was just like, why would you want to smash a lizard? Like, it's Christmas.
I like that somewhere there's like perhaps this mother is imagining a sort of like a Christmas Carol lizard edition. Lizards deserve a nice Christmas too, Kristin.
Yeah. Okay, this email from Rick, self-described as friend, smart aleck, and handy fellow to have around, which I love. Hi, Kristin. It's just to me, Jenny. It's not to you.
What the heck?
But luckily for you, the title is Story Wrongness Detected. So you are happy again.
Yes.
Listening to you expound on the pizza choices of vampires, methinks you have something wrong. Pepperoni is very commonly seasoned with garlic. And while it's not a killer plant, it's a repellent most famously. I tend to doubt any vampire would voluntarily ingest garlic. Now, Spike is a rebel and he might want to do risky things just as a matter of being who he is, true. But would you eat pizza with citronella on it, no matter how rebellious you're feeling? I think not. Rick, touche. Rick, you are a smart aleck, and I love a smart aleck. So thank you for correcting our story and letting us know that there's garlic and pepperoni. I love that that's what you wrote when I also asked if they make human pepperoni in that episode. And hearing myself ask it, I was like, wow. Okay, Kristin.
Do you think human pepperoni would vary in any meaningful way, like flavor profile wise?
I don't.
Okay.
I think that if you had a piece of regular pepperoni and human pepperoni and you ate both of them, you would not be able to tell the difference.
Pepperoni is really about the spices and the
curing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any meat will do, one imagines.
That's what I think. In a pinch, you might need to have some human pepperoni.
This time of year always feels bonkers. The days are getting shorter, but suddenly there's so much more that you have to cram into them, and finding time to cook can be tough. That's why I love Factor. Their chef-prepped, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season gets. Choose from a wide variety of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. More choices, better nutrition. That's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. Feel the difference no matter your routine. Here at Buffering, we're always looking for ways to cram extra minutes and hours into the day, and Factor is a huge help to us. They make eating well simple and save us loads of time that we can then divert into our wacky podcast pursuits. Eat smart at factormeals.com/buffering50off and use code buffering50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code buffering50OFF at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
If you've shopped online, it's extremely likely that you've bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout? The one that makes the process from, I think I'm ready to buy, to, I can't wait till it gets here, so incredibly easy? That's Shopify. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes it easy to start and run your business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. It gives you a leg up from the very beginning, with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates to express your brand style, so you don't have to spend time coding a website. Shopify allows you to tackle all the important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. Plus, they have built-in marketing and email tools to help find and keep new customers, so you can easily spread your brand's word. And did I mention that iconic purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world? It's the reason why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. Your customers already know it, love it, and actually use it. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. Shopify.com/realm.
I wanted to thank the several people who wrote in to talk about sheet music for Xena Warrior Princess. I want you to know that your missives have been received. Your PDFs have been downloaded.
Wow.
And that is half the battle. The other half is me actually sitting down at the piano to learn. Another battle that I'm currently experiencing is I'm looking at Kristin on my computer screen. We're Zooming. And behind her is a computer monitor, which is reflecting the window that's in front of her.
Yeah.
And until moments ago, her wife, Avanti, was bent down in front of the window doing some kind of like gardening or carpentry.
Yeah, I don't know what she was on the far side of the backyard, so like she wasn't like right here. She was over there because I could also only see her reflection.
So I just wanted to thank everyone for being so responsive about Xena theme music and assure you that I'm getting there. And I hope to report back and shout you out for your various contributions. Also, Kristin, guess what? I'm maybe sort of directing a choir.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. There's too many things. I can't keep track of them all. First of all, are you going to learn the Xena song for your Tidings show?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Hard no.
I could just play in A minor and be like, la da 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 da. What I'd love to do for my Tidings show is make you watch the first episode of Xena Warrior Princess.
That's the whole Tidings. It's just a camera on me watching Xena.
Yes.
But I have a Christmas Santa hat on.
Yes.
Great. And you were just about to say something else? I don't know.
Some people that I know around here, some newer friends of mine are interested in singing songs.
Oh, right, a choir.
In a choir setting.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to find out about some sheet music for you. I forgot all about that.
Oh, yeah.
Great. I'll remember now. I'll ask. Yes.
We had a non-official dry run at Friendsgiving that they hosted and rebranded Jenny's Giving because it fell on my birthday, in which I climbed to the top of the ladder leading up to the loft of their ADU and conducted while Jess on the ground played guitar and we all sang Colors of the Wind.
Your favorite. Oh my
favorite
God.
Song.
That's been your favorite song for decades.
And while that was very informal and not at all strategic or planned out, I feel like, well, who can say? I hope that it brought joy to the people participating, and I'm hoping to bring joy and enrichment to those people moving forward as I furiously Google 4-part harmony sheet music, Avril Lavigne, I'm with you.
Yes. I think this is a good direction for you. I really like this because you have the enthusiasm
sort of
and the skill. Yeah.
The enthusiasm, some of the skill required, not all. But I think the enthusiasm and the sort of like camp counselor thing is going to hopefully make up for what I lack in the skill department.
My only other observation about that story is how casually you said ADU. Just rolled right off the tongue. I was like, ADU, additional dwelling unit. Like I had to translate it.
It's actually, if you can believe it, accessory dwelling unit.
That doesn't make any sense. Reject it. Denied.
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't
Desk
make it up.
of Kristin Russo. Denied.
I Googled additional dwelling unit and was told,
no,
you're a fool. It's an accessory dwelling unit.
Can I use part of our podcast real estate to ask for a favor from any of our airline working friends?
Now's the time. What's going on?
I'm so frustrated. We never do this, right? But I'm very frustrated, and I'm going to tell you why in a very concise manner. There are bigger problems in the world, but this is really very frustrating. My father, this is a big deal. My father passed away, okay, a year and some odd months ago. And he was cremated, and we had planned to bring some of his ashes to Sicily. Okay, we were gonna all fly to Italy, so we bought the plane tickets. And even with I was supposed to go and Sal was 5 months old. We were gonna do it, but then my aunt, it was my mom and me, Avanti, my sister's boyfriend, and then my aunt, my dad's only sister. We were all gonna go. And a little vial of my dad. And then my aunt was diagnosed with colon cancer right before we were supposed to go, which is very scary. And she is in recovery, just to like get you ahead of that story so you're not worrying too much there. But we canceled, we had Delta flying out and American flying back, and we canceled both to have the credits so that we could rebook the trip. And American, we still have the credits. And Delta said, actually, your credits expire 1 year from when you booked the trip. So we like canceled it in June, and the credits expired in like 6 weeks later. And we didn't know that until they were gone. And all we wanted to do was just use because it was like thousands of dollars. And like we wrote to Delta, I talked to Delta like a million times, and I was like, we spent thousands of dollars to bring my father's ashes and couldn't go on the trip because his sister was diagnosed with cancer, went through chemo, radiation, and now she's recovering from surgery right now. And all we're asking for is a credit, and they denied and you know how much I go for it, like I really, really went for it, and it was just denied at every turn. And there's just some things that I'm like, this isn't right, and this isn't like, this is unright. This is wrong. The other word for unright. And so, just in case you are a person who like works over there and you have any tips or you want to help out, I would really love to at least get my mom the airline credits back so that we can use them and whatever. Anyway, thank you for hearing me and my little corner of whatever. It's definitely, there are much bigger problems, but I'm pissed off.
It's so great that it's just so great. Mm-hmm. It's so great that the story doesn't end with your dad passing away or your aunt getting cancer, but that it actually keeps going. There's like not worse stuff, but additionally,
but just like, come on,
wretched
man.
things ahead. Come on,
like, come on,
Delta.
like,
you just want that $3,000 or whatever it is for nothing.
What took Avanti like over the top, really both of us over the top, is like, we had like, I had called and then emailed and what have you. Also, like, I had done all of my communication as Avanti because she's also on top of everything a fucking gold status Delta. So I like tried to like be like, okay, this person has traveled so many miles. And the email that we got back, so it was probably like between $3,000 and $4,000, somewhere in that range. Ugh. And the email that we got back was like, we cannot refund you, like blah 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 blah. Or we can't refund you. We can't give you a credit. But what we can offer is a $30 credit per person. And I was like, are you kidding? Like,
what?
It's worse for you to offer us. It was like $120 total, basically. Like however many, 4 $30 credits. Like
that is wacky.
It's better for you to have not offered anything than a $30. What are we supposed to do with 30 fucking Delta? God damn it. And I'm a Delta. You and I, like, I've only ever flown Delta for a really long time. So I just, who knows? But anyway, enough of that. Hello at bufferingcast.com if you work at Delta and you want to write this wrong.
Please. Good gravy. Well. What else is up?
Jenny, how's your television? How's your television?
Within
viewing?
reason?
Yeah, within reason. And you tell us a lot about your reality TV viewing, but are you watching anything that is not reality television, or because of the amount you have to watch, that is all you watch?
Jess mostly won't watch anything except Survivor because we're trying to watch all of the past seasons before season 50. So that is a significant backlog. Although we are up to season 27, and I think we only need to get through 42 42 or 41 to be caught up. It's going great. Oh, although the other night, perhaps you know Jess. Yes, of course you know, but perhaps you, the listener, may or may not know that
Never
Jess
heard of her.
Jess hosts a Discord that began as a Kirsten Dunst filmography group watch, like chronological entire filmography of Kirsten Dunst Discord. And then once we finished watching all of Kirsten Dunst's work, we started Parker Posey. And as a direct result, the other night we watched something called The Anniversary Party. Which features performances from Jennifer Beals and Alan Cumming, which made us think of the L Word, which led us to watch the first 2 episodes of season 1.
2! Last time I talked to you, it was only 1. I'm glad to see that it's continuing. I told Jenny, there's a great podcast for you.
I'm not listening to you talk about the
Come on! I mean, you have no choice. I could
it.
talk about it right now, and you would have to listen. Actually.
Well, sure, but that's different. This is work. It's not extracurricular. But I gotta say, having the second line of this series be "You're ovulating," breathily.
So second line. What's the first line?
It's like, Bet, come here.
Oh, okay. In my mind, I've like fully made it that the first line
it's like,
is
delete.
Yeah.
What else? Oh yeah, watching this reminded me that we once participated in a public table read of the pilot episode. And do you remember who I was cast as?
No. Did you remember?
Yeah.
Who were you?
I was Marina.
Who was I? Do you know? Come on. Okay, I didn't even say. So I covered the first season of The L Word in podcast form with Reese Bernard over at autostraddle.com. I only did the first season. They went on to cover all of it, I think. But my favorite thing about the first season of The L Word is Marina, and namely the voicemail that she leaves on Jenny's answering machine.
Yeah.
Where, do you remember exactly what she says?
Jenny, it's Marina. I've been thinking about you, I think.
It's Marina. I've been thinking about you.
Her voice is
it's so special.
So low. And great.
And you know what? Like, if you're not here for Xena Warrior Princess, then you are here for the L Word. You're here for one or the other, and we are giving you both. That's why Jenny and I make a good podcast together.
Yes. And Jenny Schechter continues to be the highlight of the show for me. And Mia Kirshner is so great. And why isn't she more places? Did you ever see any of the episodes of the Vampire Diaries that she was in?
No, I never made it.
Wow.
There.
Actually,
maybe I did. Are they early on? I feel like anyway.
Who can say?
She really is. She was like Jenny. If you watched The L Word in real time, Jenny was the character that you likely just like hated the whole time, and then wound up leaving and being like, "Wait, why is she my favorite one though?"
Yeah. So that's what I've been watching. A lot of Survivor, some Xena Warrior Princess, and 2 episodes of season 1.
Now, if that's not a Sun Moon Rising, I don't know what is. Jenny, I have an email open that I forgot that I was going to read to you about microscopes. And there's also a message in the Discord about microscopes. So, you asked about how can you make sure that your cookies do not have MDMA in them?
Yeah, what's the easiest, most straightforward path?
So Chris from Toronto writes in and they say, I work in a hospital diagnostic lab in Canada and you cannot see drugs in a microscope.
Aha!
I knew it. I spend my days preparing specimens for microscopy. I use microscopy. I use microscopes daily in my job. I admit I haven't worked in biochemistry since I was a student, which is just a few years after this episode was filmed. So my favorite part of this email is I've always had a joint complaint about Ted and Double Meat Palace. In Ted, Willow uses a microscope when she should have done a chemistry test. In Double Meat Palace, Willow does a chemistry test when she should have used a microscope.
I thought the big reveal was going to be that she actually should have used a crossbow, which would have really turned the apple cart right over.
We have a answer in the Discord as well, weighing in on the Can Willow see MDMA in the cookies. I'm an analytical chemist who's been working in the pharmaceutical industry and quality control laboratories for 18 years. Why do I suddenly feel a little bit better about pharmaceuticals knowing that one of our listeners is overseeing quality control? Yeah, just a wee bit better. Thank you for your.
I think we are a pro chemist podcast and an anti CEO and price setting department podcast.
I can categorically say no, of course, that this is the information that we had. Identifying small molecules is not done with a microscope. In fact, the microscope was one of the least used pieces of equipment to us. Whenever someone actually does get the microscope out for something, we're all like, oh, cute, the microscope. We have to pretend like we remember how to use it. So if you do have an unknown substance in your cookies and you want to find out what it is, your best bet is to use mass spectrometry, which uses...
I was going to say that.
Right. I know. It was right on the tip of your tongue, you know? Mm-hmm. It uses very large and expensive equipment, certainly beyond the scope and budget of a high school laboratory. Okay, so... Thank you, everyone, for your microscopy. So we need a zombie clone from the Discord to be around for Ted, and we need Chris from the email to be around for Double Meat Palace.
And then follow-up question, how do I make sure my cookies do have MDMA in them?
Oh, yeah. So if anyone wants to let us know. Wait, I see Avanti again. Let me see what she's doing. Okay, here's what's creepy, is every time I look out the window, I can't see Avanti. Oh, because it's reflecting the front, not the side. She's just out by the garage. Okay.
All right.
Yes, if you know how to get MDMA into your cookies, email us at hello@bufferingcast.com.
Please don't.
We are not cops.
Wow, you've never sounded more like a cop in your life.
We won't arrest you.
Definitely not cops.
Okay. Cool. So, Jenny, do you have any other
Kristin,
thoughts, feelings?
My good friend and co-host.
We're coming back with fucking bad eggs. We're recording bad eggs this week, allegedly. We'll see how it goes, you know?
Yeah, that taping might get snowed out.
So
don't worry, school has already been closed for tomorrow, and the forecast has gone all the way down to 1 to 3 inches. So
and
that's
they
pretty
already
cool.
closed school? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about that. All right, Jenny. Well, if you have nothing more, I have nothing more, and I can let us all find out what Dawn was doing. Oh, are you going to do a pet sound for us today?
No.
Okay, great.
Was she at the mall, at the pet store, where the dogs and the cats and turtles all roar?
Ooh,
is that it?
That was nice.
Okay.
Okay, then let me tell us what Dawn was doing in the episode Ted.
Was she at the mall? Was she at ballet? Was she drawn on a trapper keeper all day? Was she nursing a crush on a boy from PE? Was she writing it all down in her diary? What was Dawn doing? What was Dawn doing? What was Dawn doing? What was Dawn doing?
Dawn is at Janice's house while Joyce is out with Ted. When she comes home, Xander is in her kitchen eating pizza. He probably even likes anchovies. They're basically soulmates. That night, Buffy tells Dawn Ted is Mom's boyfriend, and the Summers girls smack talk him together on Dawn's bed. Dawn is sick for mini golf and stays home, so Ted makes her chicken fingers and mustard before they leave. By the time they return, Dawn feels oddly cheerful. Oh my God, he's drugging Dawn? She's like,
don't
10.
like it.
But Buffy looks shaken and implores Dawn not to trust Ted. Things turn bad fast when Dawn accidentally catches Ted rifling through Joyce's planner. Good girls don't interrupt grown-ups, he snaps. You're not my dad, she fires back and runs upstairs. He follows, sending her to bed without dinner. Oh, classic fucking Ted.
But how are you going to drug her?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe she's not eating dinner.
Yeah. When she protests, he grabs her wrist too hard and she feels cold metal. After he leaves, she finds a lock installed outside her door and Ted tells Joyce Dawn is, quote, too sick for dinner. Trapped and scared, Dawn later hears Ted rummaging in Buffy's room. When Buffy returns, Dawn hears Ted's threatening tone and the ensuing physical struggle. She hides under her bed before she hears the crash downstairs and Joyce's gasp. He's dead. Dawn can't help but feel relieved that Buffy is safe. Minutes later, Buffy finds Dawn under her bed, telling her to stay put while she and Mom talk to the police, and Shannon's sister babysits. When they return, neither will say much, but Dawn eventually crawls into Buffy's bed.
Sorry.
Ted sneaks back in while Dawn lies awake in her room. She hears creaky stairs, footsteps, then a silhouette. Darting under her bed again, she stifles a scream as Ted moves down the hall. She hears the fight in Buffy's room, and seconds later, Buffy appears in the doorway with a finger to her lips before disappearing downstairs. She hears the clang of metal, a crash, then silence. Finally, Buffy returns, promising, it's over. He's not coming back. Despite Buffy's words, she can't help thinking, how many Teds are out there?
I don't care for that.
I don't like that either, but that's kind of how we felt covering the episode Ted, where we were like, yeah, this is a fun episode about a robot boyfriend. And then we were like, oh no, it's really actually so rough of a story. Oh God, there's a lot of real hard stuff in there.
Kristin with an I know relation.
Mm-hmm.
You're an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Another natural talent.
Mm-hmm.
What's in a name? Natural talent.
Natural. You get that I in the Kristin and your odds are increased, you know?
I feel so blessed.
My dad, maybe I said this on a podcast before, but my dad's father, our pop-up, referred to my father as son of genius. Anytime, my dad did anything that he liked, he said, well, you are son of genius. So when I was born, my father started calling me daughter of son of genius. And every once in a while, I now refer to Sal as daughter of son of genius.
Wow.
It's easier just to say daughter of natural talent and begin again, But...
Yeah.
Anyway, Jenny, I think we've done it.
I think we have too.
We've diaried and we've watched.
We're caught up.
We're caught up. We're ready to find out next Watcher's Diary what Dawn was doing in Bad Eggs, to get a stack of emails from you all. Please, this Watcher's Diary is falling a lot closer to when Ted aired than is usual, because Ted aired on Saturday instead of Wednesday, because, listen, there's a lot going on. Yeah. So send in your emails for Ted or for any other episode, and we'll stack them up and read them out next Watcher's Diary. And remember...
It's great to be caught up before the end of the year.
Exactly. And I was just going to say that patrons are getting at least one out of every 2 Watcher's Diaries in video form that we do. And in January, we'll be doing another one live, because that was so fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Anyway, cool. We'll see you for Bad Eggs.
Take it, Kristin.
No.
Am I listening to the recording or?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
There are names that echo in the world of true crime, names that carry unanswered questions. Oakley Carlson, a 5-year-old girl who deserved safety, protection, and love, yet the system built to protect her failed, and Oakley disappeared. Her community still calls her name.
Or Ellen Greenberg, found in her locked apartment with 20 stab wounds. A case declared a suicide. But how does a locked apartment tell 2 different stories at once?
These are not just cases we have covered. They are people. They were loved, and they mattered.
Their stories deserve to be told with care, with depth, with truth.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Ricky.
We are the husband and wife duo behind Crime Salad.
Every week, we uncover stories of the missing, the silenced, the misunderstood. We ask the questions that were left behind. We refuse to let these stories be forgotten.
Because behind every case is a family holding on, a community seeking answers, and a story that deserves to be heard.
We invite you to listen to Crime Salad,
your healthy portion of true crime, wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye, Kyle!
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlatta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.